All right, we're back live here, ladies and gentlemen. Had trouble with my earpiece getting in here. I took my jacket off to stretch, and it got all newfangled and turned around. Boys, come in here and fix this for me. Thank you. Thank you so much. We are continuing with your phone calls, and then I am going to, in a disciplined fashion, go over all of the top news that I haven't even gotten to yet, and then recap what happened with Geithner. We are continuing here today with your phone calls. Let's go to Matt in Ohio. Matt, you're on the air. Welcome. Thanks for holding.
Hi, Alex. Thanks for taking my call.
Thanks for calling.
I got one comment for you. Well, two comments, and then just a couple quick questions. First, I really want to thank you for organizing the troops out in Austin, because anytime someone defends the Second Amendment anywhere in the United States, they defend it for the rest of us everywhere else in the United States. And, I also want to commend all the people that came out and helped you. That's great.
It is wonderful.
The second thing, I heard your show when you were talking about Glenn Beck and the danger of the population just kind of going over to the right, the fake conservative movement. And I think the 9/11 documentaries and the fake terror certainly helped to expose that aspect of it. But
and that's why Cass Sunstein at the White House and Glenn Beck are going off the same talking points, and the Homeland Security documents demonizing 9/11 truth. They know that if that fable, that legend, that hoax, that we've got to give our rights up or these foreign enemies will get us, their whole fraud of the naked body scanners, the police state, Northcom, is built on that. Remember in the debate, the Republican primary debate, how the Republicans all lined up and demonized Ron Paul. There's a great article by Nate Blakesley I just saw it again last night in Texas Monthly, where he chronicles what we all watched on television, but then behind the scenes, how the Republicans were all just savaging him on the stage, off the stage, because he was exposing the fraud of these wars. I mean, these are not conservatives. And so just to understand, they're not going to reverse much of what Obama did, and they're going to continue the police state once they get in power. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I think where the Republicans are particularly, or the neocons, it's important to make the distinction, are particularly vulnerable is in their massive spending, because
the Baker bailout, tripling the size of government, claiming they're against it now. Absolutely.
Yes, because there's a large number of just mainline conservatives who just won't open their eyes to 9/11. Eventually they will, but right now they're just not ready. But you show them how much the neocons are spending, how far they're digging us into a debt that can never be repaid, and I think they'll revolt against Glenn Beck and the others.
Well, notice how Obama said we're going to freeze discretionary spending. That means to the citizens' welfare. They've gotten us addicted. We're domesticated. Now they're going to slaughter some of the hogs for Christmas. And so they're going to cut all of the benefits, cut the Medicare, cut the Medicaid, as the taxes and revenue go up and up and up, because it all goes to the bankers. So unlimited money to the bankers and the military-industrial complex, more wars, the troops serving 2, 3, 4, 5, now some 6 tours in the last 8 years. It goes on and on and on and on.
And one thing, in addition to the spending, I think if the mainline conservative understands that terrorism isn't a tactic that's meant to overthrow your military, to destroy your government. Obviously, it can't do that. Instead, it's a tactic particularly designed to deplete your treasury, to destroy your government. And then when they look and to see the fact that, wow, we are doing exactly that, we're depleting our treasury in order to fight this terrorism, I think then people understand, gee, maybe the terrorists are winning, not because, they control.
Yeah, but see, the central bankers want to bankrupt us to be into debt to them. They are the terrorists. They're staging most of the big terror attacks. I appreciate your call. It's far worse than that. Look, I respect Michael Savage because he will tell it like it is on many issues. I mean, he's light years ahead of Rush Limbaugh, light years ahead of Glenn Beck. He was against the Baker bailout. He, has exposed the Patriot Act being used against American citizens. He's calls it a new world order. But most importantly, he talks about Obama a year ago. When Obama was first elected, he said Obama will stage terror attacks as soon as his approval rating plunges and people find out who he is. Savage knew, like I knew a year ago. Well, I even knew before Obama got elected he was going to be the guy, and started the film the day he was elected, Obama Deception, started making it. It was out in early March of 2009. But he knew they were going to stage terror attacks, and they are. And now saying bin Laden's alive, here's a new tape, a new fake tape, and, oh, the underwear bombing, clearly staged. Now the FBI's had to admit all those things that Kurt Haskell said were all true. In fact, if we called Kurt Haskell, is he coming on? Because he was totally vindicated. They completely caved in and admitted he was right now. I mean, this is incredible. Okay, good. I just want to remind you guys. That broke Sunday, CNN. The FBI goes, okay, there was a second guy we detained and arrested. We won't tell you who he is. Forget about it. We were watching him. He was on a no-fly list. We let him on. Yeah, there might have been a bomb. I mean, sharp-dressed man. Oh, just on and on. Oh, somebody videotaping the whole event. But the issue that I'm trying to get at with the last caller is we know that they are staging terror attacks. We know that their approval rating was going to go down. We understood this whole messianic thing was a front that was going to fall apart. We knew he wasn't going to deliver. Now, Glenn Beck saying I'm bad and that 9/11 truthers want to kill Obama with no evidence, just saying it almost every day on the radio. Oh, Secret Service, protect Obama from the 9/11 truthers, like we're terrorists. That's a talking point he's been following since 2007, that Ron Paul supporters are going to bomb buildings, that Ron Paul supporters are these dangerous 9/11 truthers, that Ron Paul supporters want terrorism, that Ron Paul supporters want to work with Al-Qaeda when we're saying it isn't even real, because the history shows that and the facts. On and on and on and on and on. And now if Obama stages a terror attack and I try to come out against it, I'll guarantee you Glenn Beck's going to be saying I'm bad. That guy will flip on you in a minute. He flip-flops like a flounder. And what am I supposed to do here? I mean, it's elementary. It's elementary information. Okay? Our government's declassified over 200 times its staged terror attacks. It's admitted. It's in Army manuals for captains and above in special ops, how to stage false flags. It's in the manuals. They do it. It's a tool of war. And here's the coup de grace for everybody out there in denial, all the fake conservatives. Let me break your conditioning right now. If all of that doesn't wake you up, does this wake you up? MIAC, Homeland Security documents. Remember those last year that gun owners, veterans, libertarians, conservatives, returning veterans are the #1 threat, and Homeland Security is set up for us? The whole thing is set up for you, not the CIA asset, admittedly, former CIA asset, current CIA asset, dead in the ground, Osama bin Laden. I mean, it's elementary. The fake bin Laden tapes, they admit are fake over and over again. And they think you're so stupid they put them out. They are playing you. Just like Obama supporters are being played by Obama. Just stop being chumps. I mean, come on. Who's up next here, John? Roman in Indiana, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Yes, Alex, I'm glad. First-time caller, long-time listener, and I'd like to bring out a few points about the family and how this evil system's trying to destroy it. I'm in one of the poorest counties of the state of Indiana, if not the poorest. And the
CPS is hunting the families.
Oh, and the dark side is really strong in these counties because they seem to be able to push the people around really.
That's
easily.
Where evil moves. It likes weak, dependent people.
Yes, and I'm also a VFW member and a veteran of the Vietnam War era. I'm trying to get the VFW to come out from under this 501(c) pact that they entered with these globalists, because to me, if you go to the
notice all the charities and organizations, they can't be involved politically, but offshore corporations, they can give unlimited money.